What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Entertainment Talk. I'm your host, the Man529. You can look for me on Facebook under Entertainment Talk or Instagram under the Man529. Anyways, if you haven't done so, like and subscribe to the channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about Justice League, the Snyder Cut. It came out March 18th, and it seemed to be a big success. Broke the internet, my friends. HBO had hard problem keeping up. A lot of people were getting disconnected, and a lot of people were just watching it. Man, I was lucky. I got up early, was able to watch it. Whole 4 hours, got my 8 hours of sleep. I was ready. I got ready. I got prepared. Anyways, so here we are. You haven't watched it, and you're on here watching this now. Get off now, dude. Spoiler alert! Big time spoiler alert. I will be talking about stuff in the movie, and I'm not gonna hold back. So, you know, you got time. But before you do, like and subscribe. Like I said, should be coming up right here somewhere. Anyways, let's get to it. Justice League came out in 2017. Joss Whedon directed the movie. It was a project started off by Zack Snyder. Unfortunately, he couldn't finish the movie due to some unforeseen circumstances concerning his daughter that she ended up committing suicide. So he had to leave the project, and from what I understand, the movie was maybe about halfway completed or something like that before Joss came in and chopped it all up and made it his own. So that's what we got. We got 2017 movie with Justice League, which wasn't properly introduced. The characters, they weren't really introduced. Cyborg, you knew nothing about him. I mean, I knew, being that I like to read the comics and stuff like that, see the shows, and all the types of media. I got to know his story a little bit, but other people that never been into the stuff, they're not gonna know. So you didn't know what Cyborg's story was, Wonder Woman's story, even though she had her own movie. A lot of these characters didn't get a movie to flesh them out. So Justice League was like an introduction for a lot of these people, like the Flash, Cyborg. Who else? Aquaman had his own movie. Wonder Woman had her own movie. Batman. Um, Martian Manhunter. He came out in this new one. He doesn't even have a movie yet, so nobody knows what's going on with him. Anyways, it was a chance for Zack Snyder to to fix, this blasphemy that was done to him. Joss Whedon, he just, anyways, like 1 out of 10, I gave the first Justice League like a 5. You know, honestly, nothing really stood out for me in that movie except for the fight sequence between when Spider-Man was resurrected and then the whole other crew had to fight him. That's the only part I like about that movie. Anyways, so after 3 or 4 years of us arguing with Warner Brothers and signing petitions and stuff like that, HBO, or Warner Brothers, I should say, gave up the money and said, "Hey, Zach, finish your story." And I'm glad they did, man. This movie was awesome. It was what we should have gotten in 2017. Honestly, it was a great movie. It was 4 hours and 2 minutes long, and to be honest, I did not feel it. I did not feel it was 4 hours long. I mean, it felt like it was long, obviously, but it was so much action, so much stuff that we wanted to see on film that I didn't mind staying there 4 hours, man. It was awesome. it starts off. It starts off a little bit. Some of the similar scenes. It starts off with Superman's death. With Doomsday killing him and stuff like that, and Superman yelling top of his lungs, and his sound is just vibrating throughout the world and stuff like that. And you see the ripples of his voice, yelling and stuff like that as he's dying, and it starts hitting and impacting cities and stuff. You could actually hear it. Anyways, that scream is what activated the mother boxes. So the mother boxes got activated. Steppenwolf comes in, and the first one to go is Themyscira. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but that's Wonder Woman's homeland. So that's the first box to go off, and Steppenwolf comes out, and the parademons and all this stuff, and they just start attacking. And first off, that is already the first update of this movie so far, man. Because that fight scene was awesome. The first one in the 2017 version, it didn't feel like they were in peril or any danger and stuff like that. It was such a quick fight. Steppenwolf. It was like how can I say? It was like a 2 3 minute fight. Now this one in Snyder's, you have about 5 6 minutes. They introduce uh they introduce Darkseid in this one. They show his story and stuff like that. They didn't do that stuff in 2017, man. That's just was so disappointing for that one. Anyways, Steppenwolf, the CGI looks great. I think so. He looks more alien now. Not like what 2017 gave us. And he looked like a human still a little bit, and he wasn't looking that great. His costume wasn't looking that great. He wasn't looking great. The CGI looked kind of cheap. But anyways, this time around, it looks more fleshed out. More, it just looked a lot better, man. To be honest with you, so that's what I liked about it. And like I said, that fight scene with Amazons was great. I mean, you felt the danger. You know what I'm saying? You felt that Steppenwolf was a danger, that he was a threat. So you didn't feel that in the 2017 version. It was like, anyways, so he gets a lot of Amazons die. They try to close down the place where the box is at. Trying to kill Steppenwolf and his parademons and stuff like that. So they demolished this whole building that they had that was protecting the mother box. And Steppenwolf, man, ain't nothing gonna happen to him. So he got out, and he chased them. They tried to keep the mother box away from him, but at the end he triumphed and he got it. And he took off. So that was the first one. Then they decided to shoot an arrow that hasn't been set off in like 5,000 years. So the mom picks up the arrow, swings, lets it go, and it hits Gotham City. And what's her face? Wonder Woman gets the message. She knows what's up. So she grabs the arrow, she goes down, and that's when you see these hieroglyphics that are down in some underground museum or something like that. Where she goes and she sees it and she sees the story, and you see Darkseid, you see the three mother boxes, and it's telling the story. If they unite, unity and stuff like that, they become strong, and that's how you get to know a little bit of Darkseid. Anyways, it moves around. I'm trying to remember. Anyways, what I liked about this one, at least, is the Snyder Cut one, is that they were able to flesh out some of the stories that weren't fleshed out in 2017 version. So you got to to know a little bit more of Cyborg. You know, he's why he's the way he is, what happened. Um, they didn't really explain like how his mother died and stuff like that. But at least this time around that she died. I don't even think they explained that in the 2017 version. I mean, they just said it that she died, but you didn't see anything. At least here you got to see her a little bit, how she defended her kid and she was there for him and stuff like that. And this father Silas, he wasn't there. He was always at work, and he would miss games and he would miss events and stuff like that. So it was a little obvious that he preferred his mother over his father because she was always there for him, and that's what hit him the hardest and stuff like that. So Silas, to save his life, because they explained in this one that they got into an accident and the mother died instantly. He was on life support. He was getting ready to die, and his father wasn't going to let that happen. So he used the technology of the mother box that they had, and reconstructed him. So he has mother box um, parts in him and stuff like that. So that's why he's so in touch with the mother boxes and stuff like that. Basically, he could communicate with any computer in the world. He could hack into stuff, and he has a basic understanding of everything. you know, so he could fly. He's got super strength. All that stuff. Anyways, and then you got the Flash. The Flash. They never really. Well, actually, they did. His father was in jail for you know murdering his mother, but he didn't. But all the evidence was there pointing that he did, so that's why he's in jail. His mother's dead. He's working hard to try to be a lawyer to try to get him out of jail and stuff like that. His father is pretty much giving up hope. He's like, "You look, man, live your life. Uh, don't come around here no more. Makes it hard for me and you. So he's just trying to break it off, and Barry just wouldn't let it happen. He kept trying, he kept trying. So we got to see that. We got to see Iris, which is his love interest in future movies and stuff like that. He got to meet her. She got into a big accident. He was able to save her, and that's the one thing I do not like about Flash. I mean, at least in the movies, the way he runs. The way they make it, the special effects and stuff like that. I don't know if I got too accustomed to the WB Barry, Barry Allen from the WB series that they show him running, and actually it looks like he's running. That's what I like about that. These the movie ones, they don't look like he's running. It's just like he's in slow motion, and they're just putting that special effects on him and stuff like that. Barry Allen in the show, he actually looks like he's actually running. Anyway, so Batman's looking for all these other superheroes, and Batman and Wonder Woman they split up. Wonder Woman tries to recruit Cyborg. Batman goes and recruits the Flash and what's his name, Aquaman. So Aquaman, we already know his story. He had a whole movie that came out. So basically, we don't need him to be fleshed out since his movie came out before that, or after that, I should say. Um. Anyways, Aquaman doesn't want to join the team. He's being selfish and stuff like that. So he doesn't want to take the mantle either. In Atlantis, they're telling him to come back, be king, rule, and stuff like that. He don't want to. So he just wants to be up there chilling. And Batman comes home empty-handed, no Aquaman in hand. So he goes after the Flash. Flash comes in, he sees him, and I'm Bruce Wayne. And the Flash is like, "You say that like it's like I'm supposed to understand why you're here." So and he tells them like, "Look, I need you on my team. I'm recruiting a team. A danger is coming. Blah blah blah. I need to know what you can do." And then he throws his little batarang, and the Flash does his thing, and grabs it from the air. He goes, "You're Batman! Oh my god!" Blah blah blah. And before Batman can even explain why he's there and why he wants him, the Flash is like, "I'm in." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm in. I just need friends." So they hop in his car, this Mercedes. It looks nice, man. This Mercedes. And he asks him like, "Hey, what's your superpower?" And the funniest joke of, even though they said it in the 2017, it still gets me. He's like, "I'm rich," you know, and he drives off, and so now they got the Flash, they got Wonder Woman, they got Batman. Wonder Woman tries to talk to Cyborg. Cyborg, he doesn't want to hear it. He's still depressed, from what happened to him, losing his mother and stuff like that. So he doesn't have a care in the world. He doesn't give a crap, you know. But Wonder Woman tries to make him see the truth. You got these powers for a reason. Use them. You might as well use them for good. Blah blah blah, stuff like that. So she knows that she's like, you have a good heart. You could tell, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. So he flies off, and she comes back, and she's empty-handed. But Batman's like, "Oh, you couldn't get him," and she's like, "Oh, he'll come around." Blah blah blah. So, anyways, they started searching for Steppenwolf, and Steppenwolf already has a home base somewhere in, I don't even know, Russia, or I don't know where else it was. They mentioned it's full of radiation and stuff like that, which is another thing. I don't know if they mentioned that in the 2017 version about the radiation and stuff like that, but they had a family that was living there, so I don't know how they would live with that radiation there. So Gladly, that family was not in this movie. They explained that radiation was everywhere. It was rampant. So they said it was great because they needed that to build their base and stuff like that. So Steppenwolf puts the first mother box into the stone or something like that, and it makes this field or oops, yeah, my green screen came off. Ghetto. Anyways, let me continue. So, anyways, he makes that base, and they go after the second mother box, and the second one, is in Atlantis. So Steppenwolf goes down there and like a G man, he takes everybody out. Blah blah blah. Next thing you know, even Aquaman came down there, and this guy just whooped on Aquaman and took the mother box and took off, man. You know, he went back to the base, put it back into that wall. They united or connected, whatever, and the base got bigger and stuff like that. He got in contact with the side, started explaining to him that he already has the two mother boxes, that soon he will have the three, and what it will take for him to come back. That's what I'm wondering, man. What did he do to get banned from Apocalypse, man? They mentioned something about his family that he picked his family over Darkseid or something like that. So I don't know what happened there. I I hope if they do come out with a Justice League 2, we get to know some of that backstory in that one. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't added because hell, it'd probably be another hour into that as well. So, anyways, it felt. I've been seeing those memes on Facebook and stuff like that. How sad Stephen Wolf looked when he asked the sad when he could come back, and he said, you can't come back till you bring me 50,000 worlds or something like that." He had that sad look in his face. But anyways, so this guy, he wants to get in the good graces of Darkseid. So he starts going after that third one. And the third one, it's an Earth. Man has it. King Arthur stored it away. And at the moment is under care by Cyborg. Cyborg is the one that has it. And he's protecting it. And you got the parademons flying all around, kidnapping people that could smell people that have been close to the mother boxes. So they kidnap them so they could get interrogated and stuff like that. And they go into one of the parademons breaks into Cyborg's apartment looking for it because I guess it has some remnants of remnants of smell of the mother boxes. So he came in there, and that's where he found his father. Um, Silas was in there, so they took him away, and that's where he was having his meeting with Wonder Woman. He came back, he figured things out, and Batman gets called by Jim Gordon. They all show up there, and Cyborg shows up there because he knew they were going to be there, and he says he's in. He's got a kid. He's got to save his father and stuff like that. So they start coming up with a plan, and they find out where Steppenwolf's base is going to be at and stuff like that. But before they do that, they need more people because it's just four of them. It's just Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and did I mention Cyborg, the Flash? It's just them. So they talk about the powers the Mother Box has and stuff like that, and they come to the conclusion that they could bring Superman back. So they decide to take that chance and bring him back, and that's exactly what they do. People, they bring back Superman. Superman comes back awesome. Um, Barry Allen uh, has to conduct some electricity, enough power to activate the mother box and stuff like that as it's hitting the water, and he does exactly that. Superman just comes back alive. He's regenerated. He's pumped up. He goes back to where his his wherever he had battle with what's his face Doomsday, and Wonder Woman show up, Batman, Aquaman, Flash, and Superman's just looking all awkward. He's trying to get his bearings and stuff like that, looking around like, yo, where am I? Stuff like that. And what's his face? Cyborg attacks him. He says his excuse for attacking was that the mother box sensed danger, so that's why she attacked, or the mother box attacked. And then they get into this fight, this confrontation like that, and that's like the best part of the movie. It's so funny. You got all these guys trying to fight Superman. Superman is so OP in this movie. They can't even stop him, man. And then the funny thing is with the Flash, he's running as fast as he can, and he catches Superman just looking at him. And Flash got that goofy look in his face, like what? Anyways, there was a part where they threw him in there, and funny part, there's a little Easter egg right there. If you pause it, you can actually see in the names that are on that wall. You actually see Ben Parker. Ben Parker, if many of you would know, would be the uncle of Spider Man. So I guess it's like a little nod to Marvel, like what's up, you know. So that was kind of cool. I mean, I don't know why it was made, but look for it. Positive. You get a chance. It's when the Flash gets knocked into the thing itself. So um, you got Batman. He comes in at the end, and Superman just looks at him with hate. Man, he's like, they cut out that one part though from the Joss movie. You won't let me live. You won't let me die. Trust me. Do you bleed? I actually like that part from that movie, the 2017 version, but they cut it out in this one. And of course, Lois Lane comes in and he, he becomes a baby again. He sees her and stuff like that, and they fly away together and they go back to the farm and she talks to him and stuff like that. Explains that she lost her house and stuff. And I should mention that before all this had happened, Lois Lane got a visit from Martha Kent, and she was talking to him. They had this real nice heart to heart talk and stuff like that. How they miss Clark and Superman, and how they would never know that Clark Kent was the one that died and stuff like that. It turns out that was Martian Manhunter. I was like, what? I wasn't too sure when I saw the red eyes because I completely forgot that he was in the movie. But yeah, that was him. Anyways, and then he said something walking away that she's the key and stuff like that. So that was kind of ominous or something like that. Some shadowing. I guess to this part that I'm talking about right now, where Superman was kind of like bad for a little bit until he saw her and remembered her. Anyways, so he flies away to the farm with her, and they spend some time over there. And while they're doing that, the rest of the crew is trying to organize a plan so they could attack Steppenwolf and try to save the world and stuff like that. They got no way of communicating with Superman because he just took off. So, you know, they go and do that. They find out where his base is at because Steppenwolf came back for the third mother box, and it was under the care of Silas. Silas had taken it, and he was trying to save it, but Steppenwolf was coming, and what he did was he sacrificed himself. He got into this chamber. He ended up killing himself, and for nothing. At the moment you think it's for nothing. Steppenwolf goes and grabs the mother box, and he retreats. And Justice League can't do anything about it. And then they find out that he did sacrifice himself because what he was doing was heating up the mother box so it could show up on satellite. And that's exactly what they did. They did the satellite thing. They found out where the mother box was at, and they took off over there. And Batman came up with a plan like he always does. He does his prep, and Superman knew he had to. They brought him back for a reason, and he had to come back and help him. So he went back. He met up with Alfred. Alfred explained to him the situation and said, "Hopefully, you're not too late." And stuff like that. And by that time, Batman, these guys, they got it going. They got it popping over there. Batman did his thing. He broke through the force field. Man, they did that way too easy though. He broke through that force field like easy as hell, and they were able to get in and stuff. And that's when all the action started again. There was a lot of action in this movie. I don't know. That's what I liked about it. I mean, they did talk a lot, but it was everything that was talking was pushing the story along, which I liked. You know, and the action was great. You know, you got the parademons attacking everybody, and you got Wonder Woman fighting. You got Batman, riding around. The only thing is they did not show the Bat Tank, which they had shown in the trailers. Um, I wanted to see that Bat Tank. It looks so badass in the trailers, man. It would have been cool if he had taken that out. But no, he started driving around in a Batmobile and shooting all around, killing all these parademons and stuff like that, fighting with them. And they were able to catch up to Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf started fighting Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was getting her ass handed to her. Steppenwolf just whooping butt. And, he was whooping on Aquaman. Aquaman really didn't do nothing in this movie, man. He didn't, I mean, he tried to contribute, but nothing was really happening with him. He was just getting smacked around like nothing. Anyways, Wonder Woman was holding on. She was holding her own, whooping that butt, but also getting whooped on as well. And Batman was taking care of business. Batman actually did a lot more stuff in this movie than he did in 2017 version. You know, and then the Flash. Flash had to run around for something. I don't remember why he was running around. He was trying to generate enough electricity for something. I don't know what it was. It was I actually forgot now that I think about it. And Cyborg was trying to. At this point, Steppenwolf had already started to unite the mother boxes. So Flash was doing something that would help the cyborg get into the mother boxes. And the way they set up the mother boxes, Wonder Woman explained that these were powerful boxes. They've been around for billions of years and stuff like that. That it wasn't going to be easy to defeat and stuff. And honestly, Cyborg just defeated that like way too quick. You know, they just came up to him as mother and father and him, and they were just trying to entice him like, oh, things could be the way it was. Just come to me, blah blah blah. And he's like, ah, no, I know what you're doing. You're not me, blah blah blah. I ain't getting. And right away, that was it. I was like, what? I mean, if anything, they should have tortured him a little bit, like maybe show the accidents, how their mother and father died, him getting operated, his look, and stuff like that. Make him feel worthless, make him feel sad, make him feel, like alone and stuff like that. But none of that happens. He was like, oh, I know who I am and I'm happy, blah, blah, blah. And he just beat it and right away he got out and then they're separating the mother boxes, and that's when Superman came down and Steppenwolf was about to kill Cyborg with the axe. And I'm telling you, Superman was super OP, son. That axe came down and hit him on the side. Nothing happened to him. Nothing. Oh, Superman just looked at him like, really? Is that it? You blew on the axe and just broke it like nothing. And super punched the crap out of Steppenwolf. I was like, damn, beat the crap out of him. And then him and Superman, the Cyborg and Superman pulled apart the mother boxes, which I think was way too easy as well. I mean, something like that, I would imagine it would have needed Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Superman, Cyborg, all of them helping to push apart that those mother boxes, but they just did it between them two and stuff like that. And Steppenwolf started fighting all of them and stuff like that. At this point, I thought maybe Martian Manhunter was gonna make another appearance and come and help him out, or even Green Lantern. Because I heard he was in. They showed him in the beginning. Well, they didn't show him. They showed some of the, the people in the army and stuff like that. The Green Lantern Corp. Was like an alien and stuff like that. Anyways, I thought he would be coming in. Maybe Hal Jordan or was the other guy John Stewart or something like that. It would have been cool if Ryan Reynolds came down, wasn't it? Maybe he would reprise his role as Green Lantern. But unfortunately, none of that stuff happened. And I missed this important thing. Like I said, Flash was doing his running around thing, and when the boxes united, that's when it was too late, and it was the end of the world and stuff like that. And everything started exploding, and the Flash, he had no choice because he got shot. I like to say he got shot by Gary, since we don't have. It was a parademon that shot him. He has no name, so I just gave him the name Gary. and Gary got him. And the Flash, he just couldn't run no more. He had to do his fast healing, but it wasn't fast enough. The boxes united and stuff like that, and the underworld started to happen. And this is what I'm thinking. They're probably setting up the Flash for his own movie, even though his own movie's coming up. It's been can't They hadn't started filming it or anything like that, but something tells me they might be do the storyline, the Flash paradox, the Flashpoint paradox. I don't know if anybody knows about that, where he goes back in time, saves his mother, and everything changes in the future. Batman is no longer Batman. Batman is actually Thomas Wayne, the father of Bruce Wayne, and instead of his father dying, Bruce actually dies in the alley. So a lot of stuff changes. Um, the Flash is not even the Flash himself. Somebody else is the Flash. So I, the way they made it seem, it was like, he was saying, "Oh, you can't run this fast. You can't do this. You can't do this again." Blah blah blah. So it seems like he had done it before. So I don't know. Anyways, he does it. He turns back time, and that's when all this other stuff happens. And at the end, they open up this portal. Finally get to see Darkseid. You get to see Desaad. You get to see Granny Goodness. They turn around. Man, they look so badass when they turned around and stuff like that. And you knew trouble was coming if they walked through that portal, dude. And as it was opening, they were still fighting Steppenwolf, and they were knocking him around. Wonder Woman punch him, Superman would punch him over here, Aquaman punched him over here, and stuff like that. They were just bouncing him around. Da, 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 da. At the end, they finally hit him towards the portal, and Wonder Woman chops Steppenwolf's head off, and his head goes right into the portal, right in front of Darkseid. Darkseid just steps on his head like nothing, and they look at it, and then you got Superman, you got Wonder Woman, you got all of them just staring back at Darkseid as the portal is closing. And I was just expecting something funny to happen. I was expecting like Flash to, give this guy the finger or something like that. That would have been so funny. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. And the portal closed, and you know, Darkseid's like, we're gonna have to go the other way, other ways of getting there, because his whole I should mention this as well. His whole motive to going to Earth is because Earth has the anti-life equation that Steppenwolf discovered. It was there. So had he succeeded in what he did, he would have been back in Apocalypse. But unfortunately, he got killed. But Darkseid got his information. He knows where the anti-life equation is at, so he's headed Earth. And this is what we may never get, man. We may never get the sequel. We may never get the Darkseid fighting Superman. Darkseid with his hands on his behind his back, pimp slapping people. Ah, my God, I can't wait, man. I hope Warner Brother changes their mind. I hope Zack Snyder changes his mind, because there's rumors that he doesn't want to keep making DC movies. Um, I don't know if it's problems with Warner Brothers or stuff like that, but hopefully they write him a big fat check and let him do his vision, man. He set all this stuff up for a reason. You know, uh, second movie, man. Can you imagine Darkseid invading Earth? You got Superman, you got Martian Manhunter, you have everybody just fighting Darkseid. You know, and Darkseid is the original Thanos, man. He's a copy. Thanos is a copy of Darkseid. For you Marvel fans that don't know that, Darkseid was here first. He's the OG, son. So, anyways, that part ends, and you see Batman chilling in his apartment right in front of the ocean and stuff like that. He gets a vision. I don't know what's up with Batman. He's getting these visions now and stuff like that. So you get a nightmare sequence, the second one of the movie, and turns out that this one, Superman is bad. He's evil. So it reminds me of the Injustice storyline, because of what Joker actually starts saying. He starts talking about how they killed Robin. So obviously that's from the storyline where Joker kills Robin with the crowbar. I forgot what that one is. His young Robin, his young dude, and it doesn't kill him, does he? He becomes Red Hood eventually. But anyways, that's the feeling I got that they were gonna do the whole injustice type thing where Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane, and Lois Lane was pregnant and stuff like that. And Superman ends up losing it, kills Joker. Then he decides that he wants to kill every villain. That way, there's no future problems. Which you have to admit, you gotta agree with that. If Batman had taken care of Joker years ago, Joker wouldn't be killing so many people as he has. So same thing with all the other villains and stuff like that. Take care of it at the root of the problem. Don't let it fester. Anyways, I don't know. I thought it was an amazing film. Like I said, the Joss Whedon one, it was an easy 5 for me. This one took it up to 8 for me. It's not a 10 just because, like I said, I wanted to see more Dark Side. I wanted to see, basically, I wanted to see more Dark Side, man. I got so pumped up when I saw those trailers and I saw Dark Side and stuff like that. That's pretty much all you're gonna see. Dark Side is what you saw in the trailers. So don't get your hopes up if you haven't seen it. But like I said, if you haven't seen it and you're watching this, bad on you. Okay. Anyways, that's about it. I'm hoping to see more stuff. I'm hoping to hear good news that Warner Brothers, with all the hype and stuff like that, has decided to go ahead and do a sequel. From what I understand, Zack Snyder already has the story made up for the sequel and stuff like that. In case it was to be made and stuff like that. So obviously he does if he ended it the way he ended it. So let's see what happens. Let the Snyderverse, happen, man. Warner Brothers, listen to the people, bro. Listen to us. We want the Snyder cuts. I mean, I wonder what else is gonna get remade and stuff like that. Now that they're seeing the success of this stuff, maybe there'll be some other movies that they'll put money in, updated and stuff like that. Be nice to see that. Maybe the next one could be the Green Lantern. Fix that movie up, man. It was horrible. A lot of bad CGI. They could have introduced more characters. They could, I don't know, improved on something. So, anyway, what did you all think about the movie? Um, did it disappoint you? Um, what did y'all think? Like I said, personally, I loved it. It was way better than the 2017 version, and I can't wait to see it again. Actually, I just gotta find the time to see it. 4 hours is a long movie, so let's see what happens. So, anyways, if you haven't done so, like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another reaction to some movie that might be coming out. I don't know, or video game or stuff like that. So, anyways, look for me on Facebook, Entertainment Talk. Um, I noticed that there is a couple of entertainment talks on there, so just look for me. I'm starting out, so all I got right now is like 45 subscribers or something like that. So subscribe, make let's make that channel grow. Let's make this channel grow, and like and subscribe over here too. Okay. So till next time, take care, y'all. Thanks for spending some time with me and recapping. Later.